no matter how the presidential race eventually turns out, things are trending very much in Republicans' favor in Tuesday's congressional elections, with a strong probability of retaining their Senate majority and at least 6 seats flipped in the House of Representatives. Let's discuss what it means in the big picture with Republican Congressman from Ohio, Jim Jordan. Good to have you back with us, sir.
Good to be with you, Shannon.
All right, Politico puts it this way: dumpster fire. House Democrats trade blame after Thursday's damage. They say House Democrats are asking themselves one question after Tuesday's election stunner: what the hell happened? Grandmother, that is a quote. I'm reading this. Even with tens of thousands of ballots still to be counted, shell-shocked Democratic leaders, strategists, and aides privately began trying to pin the blame. And it lists a number of excuses and potential targets there. Congressman, what do you make of it? Because there was supposed to be a blue wave that would have made your situation even worse. You're still in the minority there in the House, but you weren't supposed to pick up seats.
Well, the conventional wisdom was that President Trump was supposed to get beat in a landslide, that they were supposed to, the U.S. Senate was supposed to go to Democrats, and we were going to lose a bunch of seats. And as you pointed out, we kept the Senate. We're picking up seats because we ran a number of great candidates, in fact, a number of good conservative women candidates in a lot of districts. So we're picking up seats in the House. And frankly, the president's ahead in North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and making up ground in Arizona. So, and he can still win this thing. So it is a good night, I think, overall, when you look at that picture based on what the conventional wisdom was prior to the election. As far as the infighting goes with the Democrats, frankly, I hope they keep it up, because the more they're infighting, the less they're going to be going after your rights, your liberties, and your freedoms. That's not a bad thing for America if they fight a little bit more and don't come after your gun rights and your First Amendment free speech rights and all the other things they've been attacking.
Well, here is the analysis from Axios. It says a safe, sane way to navigate the vote count. Realize Republicans had a big night. It wasn't a red wave, but it sure was a better result than virtually any GOP official imagined, especially for the House and Senate. Yeah. The media and Twitter don't understand America writ large. Republicans resonate in ways and with depth and breadth that neither understand. Your response to that?
Yeah, I think in the end, remember what this election was largely about. The left doesn't like the country. I mean, conservatives, we think America is this great nation, the greatest nation ever. Not perfect, but the greatest nation ever. The left doesn't like America. They don't like the values, the institutions, the principles that I think make us the special place that we are. That was on display. I think that was a key issue in this election. And you saw a lot of voters say, I'm going to go for the Republican candidate because they value the things that I value. They value the principles that make this country special, make us the greatest nation in history. I think that was a key element.
Okay, I want to play something from the former vice president now talking about moving forward from this point where we are tonight.
But I also know this as well. To make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as enemies. We are not enemies. What brings us together as Americans is so much stronger than anything that can tear us apart. So let me be clear. We are campaigning as a Democrat, but I will govern as an American president.
Should he win, Congressman, do you have confidence that there will be some middle ground, that there can be some healing of our divisions?
Well, I still think President Trump is going to win. If it is, though, President Biden, look, he's embraced every crazy left-wing idea out there, all the left-wing ideas that come from the Squad and everyone else. He's embraced every single one of those. And frankly, he's talking about being an American president. This is the same guy who enriched his family by hanging out with the Chinese, with the Russians, and with the Ukrainians. His family got all kinds of money from them. So we'll see if he is in fact the president. Let's hope we can come together some. But as I said earlier, I think the president's going to win. He's ahead in Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania, and making up ground in Arizona. This thing is not over yet.
Well, Mr. Biden denies the claims about financial enrichment, so it'll be interesting to see, regardless of who wins, whether any investigations along those paths continue. Congressman, good to have you with us.
Thanks, Shannon.